Hello everybody, welcome to my new video. I literally just woke up from a nap, so if you see me sound or look a little sleepy, it's because I'm still like adjusting. This morning I had to wake up early because I had to take my dogs to get two vaccines. They already have the rabies, but they had to get the HPP and Bordetella because we're going on a trip soon, and unfortunately we cannot take the dogs with us, so the boarding place requires us for them to have those vaccines. So after I got back from giving my dogs the vaccine, we ordered food. We ordered hibachi from Benihana's, but they forgot all of our soups, one salad, and they didn't give us any like seasoning, not seasoning, sauces. Like they forgot to give us the sauces. So that kind of ruined my mood a little bit. So I ate and I didn't even eat the full thing and I went to take a nap and I just woke up. This is so far how my day has been. I'm trying to not make as many cuts in my videos because upon watching my previous videos, I realized I make a lot of cuts and I honestly don't like that. It's just that English is still my second language. Wait, I feel like I need to sneeze. English is still my second language. So, as much as I speak it fluently, it's still not as good as my main language, which is Spanish. So, when I speak English, I make a lot of pauses. I was actually thinking if I should just stop making videos in English and do them in Spanish, but I don't know. I don't know. I kind of like them doing in English too. I've been living in this country for 13 years now, more than half my life. I think my English is pretty good, but it's still not my main language. So, of course, it's not perfect. Going into today's video, I like this video idea, and I'm just gonna tell from my perspective things I literally wish I knew before I got into a relationship. First, let's talk about love is not the only thing important in a relationship. Someone can love you, but if they do not respect you, they don't considerate you, and they don't prioritize you, their love is in vain. Someone actually loving you shows you with actions, not just by words telling you, oh, I love you and whatnot. Yes, you may love me, but there's more things to the equation. Love cannot be the only thing carrying a relationship. Next, you shouldn't have to really teach someone regular things like kiss you, hug you, hold your hand. You really have to tell a man or a woman, oh, why don't you kiss me? Why don't you hold my hand? Why don't you hug me? Why don't you show any physical love? Like, I get it. Some people are not as expressive, but like if they don't like to do it at all, or you have to ask that, I don't know. I find it a little weird. Or maybe it's me. Like, I'm Latina, so, us Hispanics, we tend to be like very touchy. We like I don't know, be close to each other, touch each other, be on top of each other. So for me, that's like a main thing. If I even have to ask that from you, like, I just think that's weird. Like, I already expect you to be all over me. If not, why be together? Let's just be friends, right? Like, why be in a relationship if you don't want to be all over me? Like, if you don't want to touch me, if you don't want to do anything, like, we can just be friends. We don't need to be in a relationship. I need my man to want to be on top of me. Not 24/7, but you know what I mean. The ones who get it. This one is very important. Don't fall in love with someone's potential. When you start a relationship with someone, you always picture a future with them and things you want to do. You're going to marry that person. He's going to be the father of your kids. He's going to find this amazing job. He's going to buy a house and you guys are going to live happily ever after, which I'm not saying it may not happen, but don't always hang on to potential, the potential that you see in that person, the potential, what it could become. Just stick to the present and when they're showing you right now, because that's your only truth. You cannot confirm that they're gonna change and they're gonna become this person that you idealize so much if they're not constantly showing you with actions that they're actively trying to become really that person. There's no need for you to stay to wait till they become that. I mean, it's your choice. If you really want to hang around and wait and see if it happens, that's cool, but don't attach your feelings to that outcome, because if he's not showing you right now that that's what he's working for, how are you so sure? How are you so sure he really is going to become that person you're idolizing so much? I say just to keep your feelings safe, just to keep your heart safe, just stick to the present, stick to what he's showing you right now. Watch as you go if he's really becoming that person. Let me stand more like this because I feel like I was too down. It looks like I'm naked or something. No, I'm not. I have a shirt. Also, the relationship that person saw growing up may affect the way they see love. Maybe your parents were together and you saw this fight in love and you saw a different love that that person saw. Maybe their parents separated and maybe their way to see love is different than yours. It doesn't mean they're a bad person or you're a bad person, but maybe you guys are not going to be compatible because you guys don't have the same visions when it comes to love and relationships. You guys have different expectations. Not always someone is bad, but they just are not good for you for what you want. You cannot love someone into changing. As much as you want to try and talk to that person and explain to them why they should change and why they should do this more like this and that, at the end of the day, people will do what they want to do. You cannot control people. It gets frustrating because you're like, why can't they just change? You know, it's so easy. Like, you're not asking them like something crazy. Like, why can't you just do what I'm asking you to do? You know what? I'm sleeping down. I'm sleeping down. Let me go up. Relationships don't just work that way, unfortunately. No matter how much love you give that person, no matter how much you do, if they don't want to change, they will not change. People change because they want to change themselves, because they want to improve yourself. Rarely they do it because of you. If you've already tried and I've already established a boundary with that person and they do not want to change, you cannot force them. They're already making the choice that they do not want to change and they want to stay that way. And you got to respect that. So you have two options. You either stay in the relationship or you leave and find someone that matches you more. You really cannot force nobody to change if they don't want to. Your standards aren't too high just because someone can't meet them. When you meet someone and you're explaining to them, well, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want. If they're saying, oh, your standards are too high, maybe it's because they cannot meet them. Don't lower your standards to meet someone at their level. If they're not in the moment right now to give you what you deserve, then you gotta leave them, work on yourself, let them work on themselves. And then when you guys are at a point where you can make it work, then come back together. You should never lower your standards to stay with someone. Unfortunately, sometimes it's hard, I know, but at the end of the day, you gotta think of you too. It literally says it on my screen right now. It says, if you want to be happy for the rest of your life, learn to love yourself, learn to prioritize you, learn to say no, learn to mind your business, learn to not care too much, and lastly, understand that you don't need everybody to like you. I have it on my screen to remind myself every day. The person you choose affects your entire life, your lifestyle, the way you see yourself, your goals, your plans. Like, the person you choose to be in a relationship with is very important. Even their mindset, the way they think, it affects you. If you're with someone where your mindset do not match, it's not that you cannot accept that someone else has a different opinion than you. You can have a partner and you guys can think differently. But if that person is doing things like, I don't know, for example, you are the type of person that you want to go to college or you want to go to university and get a degree, and he's trying to do money laundering. This point is not that you guys have different opinions, it's just that it's completely different lifestyles. And as much as you love that person, if you don't want to get into that world that he's getting into, then you got to separate yourself. Don't choose someone because you're lonely. Do not do it. Do not do it. It's better to be alone with your standards than lower them to be with someone. Do not do it. You will regret it. You will not be happy. Right now, people tolerate a lot of things because they fear being alone. Don't be one of those people. Let's learn how to be alone. Let's learn not to accept disrespect. Let's learn to leave more situations that have nothing to do with us, and don't accept any treatment that we don't want to accept because you want to be with that person. We have to learn how to leave. It's hard. I'm not saying it's easy. It's very, very hard, especially if you pictured your future with that person, but it's gonna be harder if you stay. Like, if you stay with that person trying to work it out, it's gonna be harder than if you just leave. Don't ignore how your body feels around someone. I always say, trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. If your intuition is telling you that person is not it, or you don't feel completely safe, or you don't feel like you cannot trust that person, it is for a reason. Especially as women, we have a very high intuition. Do not ignore it. Do not ignore it. Trust me. Not always is like this, but the person you love should align with your values. Of course, you guys, again, as I mentioned earlier, you may not agree on everything, but it's easier if you guys match the same ways of thinking, the same religion, the same way you guys want to raise your kids, the same mindset in regards to marriage, whether you want to get married or not. It's much easier to build a relationship with someone who has the same core values as you than having to teach someone your core values and them then having to teach you theirs, and you guys try to coexist like that. I think that's much harder. I just think it's It's better if you find someone where you both align the same way. A relationship should not require to constantly prove your worth. If you feel like you constantly have to explain to someone why you're worthy, why they should love you, why they should treat you a certain way, then it's not worth it. The right person will know your worth. They will fight to be with you and they will know how special you are. You don't have to be constantly explaining to them why you're so special, why they need to love you more, why they need to be there for you. You don't have to do all that. When the right person comes, they will know. They will know. You should feel safe being vulnerable. So if you cannot be sad or just show your true emotions with your partner, that's not it. Your partner should be able to listen to you. You should be able to cry around your partner, to tell your partner how you feel. If you don't feel safe enough to do that, then what's the point? Don't rush because everybody else is in a relationship. Everybody's timing is different. Just because your best friend got a boyfriend at 17 doesn't mean you have to. Your life is yours. We are all different. We all have different timings for things. So don't rush into a relationship. It's better for you to wait and be with someone who's actually worth of you than you rushing it and regretting an experience you could have avoided if you waited your time. Apologies mean nothing without changed behavior. This is a big one. If you are having problems with your partner and they constantly apologize and you stick around but they keep doing the same thing, trust me when I say don't do it. Don't do it. Like they're just apologizing to keep you around, but they do not want to change. They just don't. They would change if they really wanted to. Period. If they respect you enough, they will not do anything that hurts you. Someone that loves you will not want to hurt you. And someone that does not love you but wants to have access to you will not try to lose you. But they don't want to lose you because they want to have access to you, not because they love you. Someone who loves you will not hurt you. And if they keep doing something that hurts you, no matter how many apologies they give, it's not worth it. You just gotta move on. Also, everybody's standards is different. Maybe something that you do not tolerate, maybe another girl does. Maybe, for you, it's bad that your boyfriend hangs out at night with his friends till 5 in the morning, and maybe another girl doesn't care. There's no right or wrong answer. You just have to find a partner that aligns with the same, as I mentioned earlier, with the same thoughts as you or the same core values as you. Because then if he thinks differently, and then that's gonna cause problems. But hey, don't let another person tell you what you should like or tell you what you should allow. Everybody's different. If that person allows it to her boyfriend, that's cool. You don't have to. You're not her. Live your own world and have your own rules. It's okay. You deserve someone who makes you feel chosen. If you're always trying to make that person choose you, it's not there. Your partner should be proud to have you. Like your partner should look at you like the most beautiful thing in the world. If that person doesn't, then why do you even want a relationship? Really? Like if I don't feel like my partner is like obsessed with me, obsessed in a healthy way, of course, why would I even want a relationship? Arguments should not be necessarily the problem. Conflict in relationships is normal. You guys are gonna have problems, you guys are gonna disagree. Conflict is not the problem. It's the way they handle their conflict, how they communicate, the things they're trying to do to solve it. If he's an avoidant person that doesn't want to talk, that he dismisses your feelings, then that tells you a lot. And lastly, try to keep your independence. No matter if you're in a relationship and you love that person, try to always have your own hobbies, do things you love, hang out with your friends, and just be yourself because that person may be here or may not, but you stay. The things around you stay. So try to always also maintain your independence and not lose that while in a relationship. There's things, of course, that you have to sacrifice when you're in a relationship. Maybe you don't have as much time to spend with your friends anymore or do certain things that you used to do. But other than that, you can still keep your own things, do things you love without it affecting it. Okay, that's it for today. Maybe I'll do a part two because I feel like there's more reasons, but this is all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.